Okay, all rise.
Is he oh, yeah, he is, I guess.
Commissioner Arner, if you may lead us in the prayer. Pledge.
Heavenly Father, thank you for the miracle of life. It's time to celebrate the greatest miracle of all. As we gather together today, we seek your divine guidance in all that we do. We praise you in this Easter season, and may the joy and hope fill our hearts and guide our actions forever. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of preparing accurate written minutes. Recordings are overwritten following approval of the minutes, eliminating all unofficial records of these proceedings. Your first item is number 25144, approval of the minutes of April 3rd, 2025.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes. Are there any guests here concerning county business? Sure. Yeah, sure.
Hand this to the treasurer and the controller. So in the sheriff's office, we value fiscal responsibility. That being said, from the beginning of the year, we have worked diligently with the treasurer for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The result of that, which I'm going to present to the commissioners, and I also gave to the treasurer as well as the controller, is a check for $51,000 that will be refunded back to the county for unclaimed property. So I'm going to give this to you, Commissioner Sifranco. The treasurer has the check.
Thank you.
We refund it and deposit it into the county general fund or wherever you put that. So I think that's kind of a big deal that we were able to work pretty diligently
Yes.
to reclaim those funds and then give them back to the county and the taxpayers. We all know that we've been struggling with the budget. There were definitely some challenges. Hopefully this helps a little bit. And we're also hoping that a small portion of that could be used to finalize some of the projects in the sheriff's office. It's unanticipated income.
Thank you very much, Sheriff. We appreciate all your hard work and dedication in getting that money and everything back to the county. On behalf of the taxpayers and the Board of Commissioners, job well done.
Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further guests concerning county business? Hearing none,
The report of executive sessions.
there were none.
The department reports, number 25145, budget transfers.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25146, supplemental appropriations.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Number 25147, expenditures for payroll.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25148, expenditures dated April 10th, 2025.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25149, one single check from the general fund.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25150,
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
The treasurer's reports.
Motion to approve both reports as presented.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25152. Did you want to do this, Kevin?
Item number 25153, open space capital fund.
Approval and execution, authorized to open the following new account, Open Space Capital Fund.
Motion approved.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes. At this moment, we will recess and come back in with the salary board. Are there any guests here concerning salary board business? Hearing none.
Report of executive sessions.
There were two, one on April 3rd at 9 a.m. and one on April 8th at 10:30 a.m., obviously both this year, 2025, to discuss, obviously, personnel.
Okay. Children and Youth Services. Establish the position of one part-time solicitor at $39,000 per annum, effective April 17th, 2025.
Motion to establish.
Second.
Mrs. Herman?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes. Hearing nothing further, we'll adjourn and go into back to the Commissioners' meeting.
Your next item is the item number 25-153, Personnel Report for County Departments.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-154, Acknowledgements of Courts and Row Offices.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be available to the press upon request. Item number 25-155, Adult Probation, Modification Number 2 to the Intermediate Punishment Program Grant.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-156, Advertising, Elections.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-157, the ESG Grant 2023 Amendment 1.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
The fingers aren't working. Okay. Number 25-158, Planning and Development.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-159, the bid award for CDBG Banks Township.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Boards and authorities, item number 25-160, Children and Youth Advisory Board.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Number 25-161, a resignation.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-162, Children and Youth Local Foster Care Rates.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-163, Community Project Funding Program, Sheriff's Office.
Motion approved. Oh, second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
25-164, County Bridge Number 4.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
25-165, the District Attorney's Office, modification to the Victim Witness Grant.
Motion to approve or ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Domestic Relations, item number 25-166, Fraser Advanced Information Systems.
Motion approved and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-167, Elections, Phoenix Graphics.
Motion for approval and execution.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-168, Emergency Management Agreement, Pentella Data.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-169, the 2023 ESG Grant Amendment, Budget Amendment Number 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item number 25-170, Fiscal Data, Professional Services, Tyler Technologies.
Motion approved and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Opioid settlement funds, item number 25171.
Motion approved.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Number 25172, planning and development, the recycling 903 grant.
Motion ratified.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Number 25173, the worker protection and investment certification.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
The solicitor's report.
Thank you. For Agency on Aging, item 25-174, amendment number 1 to the Assessment Services Agreement with Aging Well, PA.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Archives, item 25-175, independent contractor agreement with Nancy J. Davidovich.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item 25-176, a banner request from Jim Thorpe Rotary Club.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Children and Youth, item 25-177, affiliation agreement with Millersville University.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item 25-178, an agreement with St. Luke's Health Network to provide family development specialist support to students in the Panther Valley School District.
Motion approved. Oh, second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Elections, item 25-179, agreements with roving troubleshooters for the 2025 elections.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Item 25-180, a gazebo request from the New England Valley Mennonite Church.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Josiah White Park, item 25-181, termination of a concession lease agreement.
Motion to ratify.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Tax assessment, item 25-182, a maintenance renewal agreement with Tyler Technologies.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
And lastly, tax claim, item 25-183, purchase of a currency scanner and a preventive maintenance inspection agreement.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Nothing further for the solicitor's report.
Any further business? Hearing none, commissioners' reports. Mr. Arner?
Yes, I do have a report. Might not make some people happy, but where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I have too many reports here. I'm just giving a report on our bridge update. And this is something that, I don't know why people are doing this. I know it was on Facebook 2 weeks ago that a van hit the bridge or the headache bar. In review of it, there were actually 4 vehicles that hit it within a 36-hour period of time. One hit the bar, knocked the ladder right off of it, off the roof rack, and kept going. I don't know what happened to the ladder, if it fell off on the cars they were going or what. Another one hit it actually more than one time. And another one appeared that it was a daily routine for them. We did review the cameras, and we're still reviewing it, but I just want to make people of Carbon County aware. Our IT has 300 computers and numerous cameras throughout the county to service. The maintenance has 29 buildings to maintain, and we are not babysitters for individuals that exceed the limit of this bridge. In late summer of '26, there's a bridge near that, the Hunter Creek Bridge, that PennDOT will be replacing. I don't know what their plan is, if it's gonna be a full replacement, but they do have a detour. And it will be likely the detour will be in 2027, which PennDOT detour does not include the covered bridge, but it does go past the covered bridge. So I talked to PennDOT, and during the work that's gonna be on that bridge, we're gonna do a soft close on the covered bridge road, and PennDOT will put cameras on each end. You know, there's thousands of people that go over this bridge that go to work, they go to the restaurants there, and we have a couple people that we have to do this. You know, why are these people driving through and they have something that's 9 foot and going through an 8.5 foot opening? I don't get it. They mustn't have respect for their vehicles. And this bridge itself has probably, we're on a 6-month review of this bridge, which there's things that are seriously wrong with this bridge that have to be fixed. That's probably gonna be $100,000, and every couple of weeks, we gotta spend hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars to fix this. You know, and it's a shame. And this soft close, in fact, it was recommended that if this is not solved and people don't stop this, this could be a permanent bridge closure. Because this, and I don't want to do it, I don't think either one of the commissioners want to do it, but this is money, that's taxpayers' money that we're losing. And like I said, there's a restaurant right there that would be hurt by a permanent closure. But it's just like, I don't know why, you know, and these people, I'm sure if they live somewhere and somebody goes by their house and rips their grass up snow plowing, they're the first one to complain. But they go through this, and I don't have everything together, but probably by the next meeting I'll have the videos. And I did call all the individuals that we saw that hit it. The one that was on Facebook actually did report it. And they did call me and said that if there was any damages, they would pay for it. Their driver did report it when he got back. But all the other ones, I called 3 other ones, and I never got a phone call back from neither one of them. And they are local businesses, and they should know that that bridge, that height is. Because I tell you what, when they hit it, if you see the one film, it picks the ladder right up. It probably goes 8 feet in the air, flies off the side of the truck, and the truck and the van kept right on going, sticking out the side, where they could injure somebody else that's driving past them. And I mean, some of the suggestions that they had with it, I mean, I'm on the MPO, and I talked to PennDOT about this. I mean, is this leaving an accident scene? You know, you're damaging public property. If we wanted to get really bad about this, we could prosecute these people and they might even lose their licenses. I mean, this is something that's serious. And like I said, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of projects here in the county that are on bridges, and we don't need more of this. I mean, the bolts that we got were $800. We probably got them 5-6 weeks ago. We have 1 bolt left, so we're gonna have to order more bolts again. And that's not just, there's chains, there's the bolts, there's the labor. Lord Tomensing comes out and helps us because we don't have to run our equipment down there. This bar probably weighs 400 to 500 pounds. If that thing would let loose, the perpetrator that goes through, you know, this could be the last destination for a person that's driving through with a family on a convertible. We don't know when that's gonna break. I mean, we already had it that there's 6 chains on the bar. And we already had it that there were 4 of them broken. And the 5th one was not in very good shape. So they're putting everybody that drives through there in jeopardy. And we got, and reviewing, and it's like you look at this bridge is used. I mean, you look at the traffic that goes through here, somebody ought to sit down there at that bridge. You can't even walk across that bridge without a car going across it. You think it's out in the country, nobody uses it. There's probably hundreds of people that use it a day. I mean, they're going to the ski lodge, you know, whatever they're doing, zip lining in the winter, they're skiing. And there's gonna be 4 people, and this might be the same people that have been hitting it all the time. I don't know. But it gotta stop. I mean, these people gotta realize it. And like I said, we didn't post who the businesses were, but 3 of them are in Carbon County businesses, plain and simple. So I'm putting a request out there, please don't use our bridge. if you exceed the weight limit or the height limit, because it is costing the county and the taxpayers. Thank you.
Mr. Notstein?
Yeah, I'd like to add to that just a little bit. Perhaps our businesses and maybe even our legislators should make it a requirement that vehicles over a certain height of maybe 6.5 foot have on their dash. Most people do not even realize how high their vehicles are. I know in our ladder truck, that's 11 foot 2
Well, yeah,
inches we
that wouldn't
have.
make it.
On the dash of our rescue truck, it has 9 foot 6 inches clearance. So, might behoove the, business owners that have vans or have pickups with ladders on, and when I say the height, if there's a ladder on top, that's part of the height, and should be posted on a dash, maybe of vehicles when they purchase them, especially some of these service vans that are really high because of carrying all the equipment and everything. I think that it'd be,
Yeah, and they have walk-in vans now.
Walk-in
It isn't a
vans and
van that you
everything.
gotta crawl in. Now it's walk-in vans, so they're probably 18 inches higher normally without that on the top of it.
and we've had rental people going through there, and they certainly don't know what the
Yeah.
height requirements or height of the vehicles they are driving. So I think that something that should seriously be considered maybe by our legislators and the businesses to post it on their dashboard so the people know, especially on the, the rental vehicles and everything, just so the people know. On the other note, unfortunately, we had mishaps, and, well, not a mishaps, terrorism again in Harrisburg this past week by the governor's office. And I know I was in those rooms several years ago when we had a breakfast with one of the governors that we were visiting with the county commissioners board of directors, and met Governor Corbett in those very rooms that were firebombed. And the reason I bring that, the two reasons I bring it up, the terrorism in 2 days from now, you know what happened 30 years ago, 2 days from now? For those over 50, over 45. The bombings on the Murray Building, Alfred Murray Building in Oklahoma City, that killed 168 people, including 19 children in a daycare on their first floor. So the acts of terrorism, doesn't matter where you live, where you are, what building you have, acts of terrorism, whether the Unabomber, if you recall, they picked on certain people, the bombs went to their home. So we need to be more aware of our surroundings, suspicious vehicles and that, and the people that respond to this. In the article I've had, and Jen will tell you, it's been in my folder for how long, about the, if you remember, the firefighter carrying that child that was killed, and what he went through with PTSD, the drinking, and how long it took that person to recover. Not only him, but can you imagine the recovery of 168 bodies by the emergency responders, especially when you're carrying a child like this? It really takes a toll and effect on all the first responders that have to deal with those issues. So please say a prayer on Saturday morning for those lives that were lost and the surviving families of the Alfred Murray Building bombing. That's all I have.
Mr. Sifranco?
Quick things. One is just to bridge off of what Rocky said there. I think the point to be made there is, when you hear closing, everyone says they're closing the bridge. The county's not looking to close the bridge. What it is a soft close. And Commissioner Arner explained it very well, that when all that traffic gets detoured, if traffic goes on that bridge and damages the bridge, then the bridge ends up closed. So the county's working with PennDOT very closely so that we can keep the height and the weight restrictions off of that bridge, so that we don't end up with a problem that the bridge is damaged permanently or something goes wrong there. And we want to make sure we're on top of that, because that would create a serious economic impact in that area, especially at the time throughout Woodruff, because a lot of people use that bridge, I'm sure, to go to Blue Mountain Ski Area also. So there is concerns there, and the commissioners want to make sure that that's preserved, and that if anything would happen, that we have the proper resources and people all on base to get that. So I think Commissioner Arner's done a fine job with getting that together. The other thing I have for you, and maybe I'm a little put cart before the horse here, but you may have seen on the action items 25-181, where we did not renew a lease agreement. It's not that we didn't renew it, the individual that was there elected not to come back for leasing in the park. The reason I bring this up is when people read that in the newspaper, they're gonna say, oh, there's an open space in the park, can I get into the park? And I'm gonna give you all an answer right now, no. Because the commissioners, and I give Commissioner Notstein some credit on this, when we were sitting yesterday and going back and forth as we do throughout the week, we came up with an idea that we're gonna hold that spot and offer it to nonprofit organizations. Now, we got some details we need to work out with that as to how that would be done on rotating basis. But the three commissioners all agree that there are many great nonprofit organizations around this county, whether church, youth groups, Boys, Girls, Scouts, you name it, it's out there. And obviously, we all know we get visitors here in Jim Thorpe, and we want to give the opportunity to those organizations throughout the county to come in here and maybe use as a fundraiser. Now, as I said, that's not been completely all worked out. We hope to have that ready by, obviously, Memorial Day, if not sooner. It's just a matter of how we rotate it and who's interested and how we divvy that all out. I mean, there's a lot to be worked on there is doing it, but when people see that, I just want everyone to know that, oh, well, now there's an open spot. Excuse me, can I get in there? And the answer would be yes, if you're a nonprofit, and it's within the county, obviously. And I think this is going to work great for a lot of our fire companies and everything else. So I do like to say to my two colleagues, especially Commissioner Notstein, for coming up with that idea, that we were sold right on it, that it's a great way to spread that around the county and get everybody the opportunity for that. So I did want to bring that up. And then on another note, we're all in different colors up here today for a reason. Happy Easter. So with that, I say to everyone and your families in Carbon County, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, the Commissioner's staff, happy Easter and have a blessed and safe one. And that is all I have. Meeting adjourned. Do you want to have one if you don't?
No, I'm all right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so number one on our agenda is approving minutes from the election board meeting held on March 20th, 2025.
Motion approved.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Any guests concerning election board business? All right, next thing on our agenda is approval of the voter registration totals.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes. May I just make one comment? though?
Sure.
I'm okay with that. When we do the totals, I know it's participate in the primary. Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to ask for the total of everybody that's who can participate.
I can give that to you right now.
If you don't mind, I mean, 37,000 are eligible to vote in the primary, but what's the total for the,
44,811.
thank you.
You're welcome. Election board vacancy appointments. As you can see the list. And with that note, we are looking for poll workers. We need 4 clerks, 1 in Franklin Long Run, 1 in Lansford East, 1 in Penn Forest Northwest, and 1 in Penn Forest East. We are still looking for a judge in Palmerton Borough East. And that would only be for May only. People are on vacations. And I will put this on the website also. I did already put this on the website. And I can get you guys a copy of it also.
And you do not have to be from those precincts to volunteer?
You do not have to be from those precincts, you just have to be registered in Carbon County.
That include the judge of elections?
Correct. Yes. And then they can be appointed to that area. Election board business? No? Further business, I did say about the poll workers needed, and also last day to register is May 5th. Last day to apply for mail-in or absentee is May 13th. With that being said, our LNA was finished yesterday afternoon. Everything was good. The state report got sent to the state. And moving forward, our mail-ins are going to be in the mail by Monday. So expect them in your mailboxes sometime next week. And there were 2,496 mail-in applications that we received so far.
Make that 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be away for the election.
With that, nothing else?
No?
Thank you.
Anything further, and we will adjourn.
Thank you.
Retirement Board.
Good morning.
Madam Controller.
Approval of minutes of the previous meeting held on March 20th, 2025.
Motion approved.
Second?
Mr. Zelinka?
Yes.
Mrs. Herman, yes. Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Any guests concerning Retirement Board business? Nope. There were no executive sessions held. Motion to ratify warrant checks number 41157 to 41165. Direct deposit number 7031178 to 7031606 for March.
Approved.
Second?
Mr. Zelinka?
Yes.
Mrs. Herman? Yes. Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mr. Sifranco?
Yes.
Retirement activity for March, we had 5 retirement refunds, 1 superannuation retirement, 2 death benefits, and 1 deceased. On behalf of the Retirement Board, we offer our condolences to the family of Barbara Christopher. Disbursements for March, monthly benefits was $514,280.08. Death benefits, $103,692.26. Refunds, $15,126.85, for a total disbursement of $633,099.19. The portfolio value as of March 31st was $89,769,655.72. There were no correspondence received. Anything for the solicitor's report?
One day I will surprise you, but not today. No report.
Any new business or old business? Further business?
Meeting adjourned. I think that is all correct. We will start with the TV 13 in the back.
What they would do, they would just put a barricade on the side where you would go in, that local, residents there could go around. And I said and I don't think people realize it, that it is costly for the project itself, because now they have to maintain this soft close, which we wouldn't have to do. And then PennDOT is gonna have money in it also with the cameras. And that's what I said, I can't stress it enough, you're on the road. If you get in a vehicle, or if you get out of your car and get in a work vehicle, make sure you know what the size of your capacity is, what you're at, because it's not very high. If you look at the height for there, your living room is probably close to the height, what the requirement is there. So if you can't drive your car or your truck in your living room, you won't be passing under the bridge.
Will the state police be able to ticket those people from the cameras?
I think we will, but what we're gonna have to do is our cameras are gonna reboot them again, because actually the time was off a little bit. So we don't know when the people, and when you go to court, if you don't have specific time, when the people are going through, it can be thrown out. So they have recalibrated them already, and with PennDOT, but now that PennDOT thing's not gonna be until next year. till they start doing that or the year after. But currently, I think, we're just being nice to people. Don't come across. Or we can be, and like I said, with PennDOT, they said to me like, what is this? Is this driving away from an accident scene? What can you be prosecuted for? And the bad thing about it is they don't have a police department in Lower Temensing, so it would be the state police. And what does it look like when we call the state police and say, hey, we got a broken chain, when they got murders, home invasions, and I'm sure if I call them, they'd look into it, but they have much bigger things to look at than just a broken chain. But like I said, you start getting 4 broken chains, now that could be a final destination for a family that's coming through. Like I said, that bar weighs 400 or 500 pounds. I don't think anybody wants that to fall on their windshield. They had an accident years ago on the turnpike, that was like a freak accident where that conduit fell down. Anything can happen here.
You ever notice that drive-through fast foods, banks, and that get damages? It doesn't only
Yeah.
happen to the covered bridge. Parking garages, you can see the street marks when you
Yeah.
go through those places. So people have no clue, when they pull in.
Okay, and then you around, you mean walking, or they'll be able to drive?
Well, they should be able to drive through, but it's gonna be local traffic. Now, what do they consider local traffic? I don't know. People think they're going to service somebody's refrigerator, is that local traffic? I don't know. I think we'll have to, next time this happens, we'll have to report it, and then if we report it to the state police, let them figure out. But like I said, they don't have time to sit there and investigate something like this. People just have to be aware and do their diligence on not going over it. And they're going over it, they might even be going over to go get their truck where they work. They could even be jeopardizing themselves. I don't know where these people are going to, because some of them, I think the address was like a Kunkeltown, the one was Lehighton, and I think the other one was Albrightsville. So,
How would you stop, like, if people can drive through anyway, how would you stop the other one from going through the Artsville?
you probably can't.
Is there gonna be like some sort of sign or something?
Well, that's what's gonna be in that whole thing. PennDOT's gonna have a sign there that the weight limit and the height requirement to go across, to enter onto that road is that. So now they're really gonna know that it's gonna be a violation. So, and I said, you get a ticket today, it's $300-400. And then add on to it that, can you put it on that it's a violation of leaving a crash scene? Like I said, you damaged public property and you left the scene of an accident. That was an accident. Doesn't matter if there was no other car involved in it, it was you. But like I said, that one with that guy where he kept driving with the ladder, the ladder was, it was one of them 20-foot ladders. It was probably hanging off the side by the last foot. What if he would have drove by somebody and hit a kid waiting for a bus stop? These people don't realize how much they're jeopardizing the lives of the people that live there.
But the soft closure wouldn't be until PennDOT.
Yes, that would not be, yeah,
Away,
correct,
wouldn't be in place.
correct. And we could probably do a soft close if we wanted to, if there's more damage happening. Right now, this last time it was minor, but some of the times it was major. Once you start taking 4 chains off of something that has 5 chains on it, now you have a problem.
And so what is next for the people who did hit it? Are you just kind of giving them that warning and letting them
Well, I called them all. In fact, the one that reported it did call me. The other ones are getting letters sent to them, that we'd appreciate that they would not go over a bridge with these vehicles that are over the limit. And I think the next time it will be turned over to the state police, because we have no other, like the county cannot afford spending all this money. We didn't total everything up for the year, but we could have $10,000 in damages just on materials. And like I said, Lower Temensing has better things to do than repair our parts on the bridge. It's on their road. So they were very gracious on helping us out, but somewhere along the line, it got to stop.
So they're
Like-
not getting fined right now.
No.
Happens again with those vehicles, are they getting fined?
I think any vehicle from now on will be fine, because now we've recalibrated the cameras and we know what's going on, and our next step is doing that, because we're sending letters out, and I think it's, you know, people seen this on Facebook, and it's all over, and if anybody that travels through Carbon County does not know the bridge is at that height, then they're, I don't know, they must be living under a rock.
I think that's it. But I mean, Commissioner Arner's saying here is, you know, often people say, well, what's the county doing about it? Why hasn't it been addressed? And it is being addressed, is the point to be made. And we'll kind of go off base here a little bit, but you may remember when the 443 construction's happening. It's still going on. I think they're still finishing up. But there was a bridge down there by Snyder Tires, county-owned bridge. Because of detours and because of traffic increased and damage happened to the bridge, a continual wear on that bridge, that the county last year, I think we had that, thanks to Lehighton Borough, we did some milling and some work and paving on that and repaired the surface of the bridge due to wear and tear. You're fortunate in the fact in Lehighton that there's other bridges and other ways to access that, but it kept interfering like with fire services, emergency services, response times, and all of that. Well, when you get down to the covered bridge, if something serious damage happens to the covered bridge, we have a much bigger issue. So this is kind of being proactive and getting the information out there that, you know, if something happens, don't somebody say, well, why didn't the county do something before it happened? Or why didn't PennDOT do something before it happened? And the fact is, everybody is trying to do something. PennDOT, the county, we're all trying to work together to get cameras and notification there so that we can prevent a problem.
And then the $51,000 that the county is getting back from the sheriff, do you guys have any kind of idea of where you would like that to go?
No.
Oh, really?
Rocky will be away over
bridge.
the Easter. No, we're just grateful that the money's back, but I'm sure there's always some place that we can make up where we're running short. But I don't think anybody's going to sit here and say, where can we spend the $51,000? If that's what you're asking, that we're going to sit up here and try to find a way to spend money, because this Board of Commissioners is trying to find a way to save money and where we can invest that money back into future growth. So if anything, it would be get invested back in it. We're not going to go out and look to, how should I say, spend it unwisely. We're not going to be out there just buying something for the fact to buy it. We'd like to actually even be able to save some of that to pass that along. Amy?
Good morning.
Good morning.
With regards to the ESG grant, why was that 30,000 needed to be transferred?
Do you want to answer that one, or?
We had a request from Kim Miller from the Action Committee. Numerous programs that she worked with, the rental assistance, homeless assistance, and she can't, there was no way for her to incorporate the event. So she offered it up to Family Promise.
The St. Luke's Family Development Specialist Support. What exactly, can you speak on what's going on there?
That's for counseling in the Panther Valley School District through the St. Luke's Hospital. We provide the service through drug and alcohol on counseling.
How is the county involved with this action here?
A funding source.
Yeah,
basically, is
it's,
what it is. Funding source for a service
yeah.
through DNA.
And then,
Or, yeah, children and youth, I'm sorry, through children and youth,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
and then with regards to the Josiah White Park action that we're speaking of, would there be a fee for nonprofits, or would this be a
No.
free?
I don't think so.
No.
And then how many current vendors do you have facing an area in that park?
5 current. There are 6 current spots, am I correct? And we have 5. And the way that works is the vendors let us know at the end of the year, they sign it, obviously, and I didn't want it to think, that people would think that we evicted a vendor, because that was not the case at all. She simply decided not to come back. And then we do have numerous requests for people who would like to vend in the park. And I know once people see that, or vend, and I would too, it's a business opportunity, that they're gonna start sending their requests in, and I'm just kind of say, hey, wait a minute, the Board of Commissioners have agreed that we would like to have a spot there for nonprofits that want to come in. And maybe it's going to be that they're not there every week, maybe they're not there every day. Maybe what we'll have is say, hey, look, these are the weekends or weeks that nonprofits want to be there, and then the other weeks are available for a vendor to come in. But we just want to make sure that every nonprofit throughout the county has the opportunity to come in and vend.
Part of what happened here was last year, a Boy Scout troop got knocked out on one of their fundraisers. Now, none of these nonprofits throughout the county can afford to be there every weekend, but at least my vision, I think the other two would agree that we'd like to rotate it somehow, or have one a weekend or whatever we decide to do, maybe a week at a time. We're still working on those details, but we want to give as many nonprofits as possible the opportunity to come into the park and maybe make a little bit of funds for their organizations.
And along that way, Amy, I know you're gonna everyone's gonna say, well, I would like Fall Foliage Weekend or this weekend, and you're in Jim Thorpe training often, and you know Jim Thorpe's busy. There's weekends that are peak higher than others, but there's always an opportunity to make some money there, especially for those. So, I mean, how we get down to what weekends and how we do that, that's kind of where we're at, because I don't know if it would be a first come or lottery, but we do want to, and some nonprofits they may not even be interested, and that's fine too.
And I know you said you're hoping like by Memorial Day to kind of have the details worked out. How would nonprofits then contact you to get on that list if?
Well, we'll probably have an application here in the county, and what weekends you would be requested, or what week, because we'd probably like to do it on a week so that you can set people up from a Monday to a Monday, and then you're done, and then the next one would be available to come in. And maybe, you know, some can request well, that'll all come out. We have a month to, yeah, and we'll post everything on the webpage.
Perfect, thank you. And I believe that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. That is all.